I was never going to be the dad who rolled out the red carpet for a boyfriend. Never. So when my daughter Chloe brought home Marcus, I instantly checked out. Chloe is a straight arrow corporate accountant, right? Marcus, on the other hand, was a freelance graphic designer who wore beanies in the middle of July and talked about vibes and energy. For 6 months, I gave the kid absolutely nothing. Just one-word answers, icy stares, and heavy sighs whenever he walked into the room. He was just too soft, I thought. Then came the storm. Marcus was over at our place when a massive thunderstorm knocked out the power. Complete blackout. A few minutes later, my wife realized she'd left her medication at her sister's house a few blocks away. She and Chloe grabbed the flashlights and headed out into the rain, leaving me completely stranded with the beanie guy. We sat in the dark living room, lit only by a single flickering candle. The silence was brutal. I stared at the wall, determined to outlast him, but after 10 minutes of pure awkwardness, Marcus cleared his throat. Hey, Mr. Miller, do you want to play a game? I looked over. The kid was sweating bullets, holding up a dusty travel-size Connect 4 grid he'd found in the closet. I almost scoffed, but there was literally nothing else to do. Fine, I grunted, prepare to lose. We started playing. At first it was quiet, but then Marcus made a terrible move and I absolutely roasted him for it. To my surprise, he didn't shrink away. He laughed, a real booming laugh. Then he set up the board again, looked me dead in the eye and said, "All right, old man, let's go." For the next hour, we didn't just play, we talked. He told me about growing up with 4 older sisters, which instantly explained his crazy patience. He talked about how much he admired Chloe's drive and how he just wanted to be the guy who could make her laugh after a brutal day at the office. By the time Chloe and my wife walked back through the front door, the candle was burnt down to a stub, and Marcus and I were in the middle of a heated shouting debate about whether a hot dog is technically a sandwich. Chloe stood in the doorway, her jaw practically hitting the floor, looking at us like we were aliens. Marcus just flashed his goofy grin and said, "Hey babe, your dad is actually hilarious." That was the night the ice melted. He wasn't soft, he was just secure, and honestly, I'm really glad he's sticking around.